Breaking news, Danny Dyer is leaving Eastenders. Danny Dyer, who has played Mick Carter, head of the Carter family, the Carter dynasty, started by Shirley, is leaving Eastenders later this year. So there was a Digital Spy article confirming that Danny Dyer will be leaving. And I have some thoughts on this. Let's start off by saying I think Danny Dyer has been a great addition to this show. I think his character, especially when he was first introduced and under the Dominic Treadwell Collins period, I think they were, both Mick and Linda Carter were, and the Carter family in general, were an excellent addition. They were a great extension of Shirley, who was already an established and fantastic, brilliant character who I still love watching, although I wish they would do more with her. And I can't help but wonder if Danny Dyer is jumping ship whilst the show is how it is at the moment. Of course, that's just speculation. And it's a shame because he's really made his mark in EastEnders, but at the same time, I think they've really messed his character around in these last couple of years. Really, since 2017, I don't really know what they've been doing with the character in terms of his relationship. So Dominic Treadwell Collins brought in the Carter family, and when the Carter family came in, it was kind of established that Linda and Mick would be a long-term couple, and taking them down the affair route would be kind of boring, and, you know, the actors themselves expressed that's not where they wanted the characters to go. But then lo and behold, you know, this is the world of EastEnders where for some reason everyone's a cheater. And so Mick had an entanglement, should we say, with his former daughter-in-law, and Linda then got with Max. Linda in fact ended up pregnant by Max, which has caused a lot of turmoil. However, I think, you know, it's a real shame because there have been some also amazing storylines surrounding this family. So to say the least, the whole Dino assaulting Linda, and then Mick finding out that Dino's his brother, I thought that was very well done, and that whole storyline was actually very well done. And I think Kelly Bright is a fantastic actress. So whilst Danny Dyer, I think he is a limited actor, I think he's done certain storylines incredibly well, and he's brought a warmth and an energy to the character and to the show that was really much needed at the time, and I think is still needed. But again, his character is being let down by bad storylines and bad writing. It's kind of getting a bit old now, like, oh, Linda and Mick's marriage is on the rocks, and it's like, okay, you've been doing that storyline for like the last 5 years. The Carter family in general have been fantastic, but times where I think the Carter family has gone a bit wayward and not really, like, the storylines have not been that well done. I think number one is Lee's depression. Mick treated that with such little empathy, and it seemed he was more concerned with getting his leg over Whitney. The way Mick was with Lee was very impatient, very abrupt, even though they show him time and time again to be a really good family man who loves his kids and would do anything for his kids. In that period, again, it just seemed like he was more concerned about his feelings for Whitney than he was for his son, who has just told him that he's tried to end things. So Danny Dyer announced his exit, but Ash has also left this week, and it was another very low-key exit, so I don't know how they're going to do Danny Dyer's exit. What do you think? Do you think he's going to be killed off? Do you think he's going to leave in a black cab? I think personally he is too big of a character to let go in a black cab. But let's see, are they going to keep the door open for him to come back in the future? What's going to happen with him and Linda? Is Kelly Bright leaving as well? And that's another thing I want to talk about, is that Kelly Bright is such a fantastic actress. And every storyline she has done, whether it's been badly written or not, she has taken it on with real gusto. If you're not familiar with Kelly Bright's work prior to EastEnders, she was in a spin-off of the long-running British sitcom, probably the longest-running British sitcom, Only Fools and Horses. She was in the spin-off playing the main character's mother, Joan Trotter. Now, in the show Only Fools and Horses, Joan Trotter was also always the mythical person that you never really saw. She had passed away long before the series had even started, the timeline of the series had even started. She embodied that character so well. She was exactly how I would have pictured Joan Trotter to be. She really took that character on and did it justice. And I think she's done the same with a lot of storylines, the alcoholism, the assault storyline with Dean, so many things, dealing with Ollie's diagnosis and things like that. She plays it very well, and she plays unlikable very well as well. You know, she can be quite Karen at sometimes, but you know, again, she's a good actress and she's a good character in my opinion. I know a lot of people have said, oh, I don't like Mick and Linda together anymore, let's see what Mick and Janine are like. No, I liked Mick and Linda. I thought Mick and Linda were a really cute couple and I like them. Something that I find really endearing is how Mick calls Shirley mother now. It's so sweet because he was always clearly very attached to Shirley and Tina. So, and that's another thing. Is he going to leave before we find out what happened to Tina? Even though, like I said, that whole Grey, in a previous video, that whole Grey storyline has been so sensationalised and just taken in a direction it shouldn't be. That aside, I would love to see Mick really go after Grey, along with Kira and Mitch. Maybe Mitch should have first dibs, and then Kira, then Mick, then Whitney. So I'm going to make another video talking about the exits, specifically talking about the exits of Ash and Ikra. And I'll probably make another video at some point closer to the time about Danny Dyer's exit, or Mick Carter's exit. But I am quite disappointed to hear Danny Dyer is leaving and that therefore Mick Carter is leaving. Let me know what you think. Are you happy he's leaving? Are you sad he's leaving? How do you think he's going to leave?